Good morning, my name is Bruce Provan. I'm the Managing Director of Page Provan, Family and Fertility Lawyers. We're a firm of lawyers in central Brisbane that practices exclusively in family and fertility law. I want to talk to you this morning about the importance of prenuptial agreement for blended families. So just to explain what a prenuptial agreement is, it's for someone who has entered or is about to enter a relationship with somebody and they want to reach an agreement and have that agreement documented as to what's to happen in the event of a separation. It's particularly popular for people coming into a second or subsequent relationship where they've got some wealth behind them, more so than for young couples entering their first relationship. But why it's important for blended families is that if you're entering a relationship and you've got some wealth, the only way to make sure that you can preserve some of that wealth for your children is to enter into a prenuptial agreement, because that agreement can say, for example, that in the event that we separate, each of us are going to keep our own assets as part of the separation and the property settlement. And by keeping your own assets, it means that if anything happens to you, well then your family are likely to benefit, because you would prepare a will to say that in the event I pass away, this is how my assets are to be distributed. Whereas if you don't have a prenuptial agreement, in the event of a separation, what happens is that all of the assets you own, including any assets and superannuation that you had prior to the relationship, go into the pool. And then what happens is that we work out what the pool of property available for distribution is, and that pool includes all of the assets, superannuation and liabilities of both parties. And as part of that process in working out the property settlement, the pool is calculated, and then there are negotiations as to how the pool is to be divided, and if those negotiations are not successful, then ultimately the court can make a decision about how it's all to be divided. But as part of that process, what it means is that those assets that you came into the relationship with may not necessarily be inherited by your children, because it may be that most of those assets end up being transferred to your partner or spouse as part of the property settlement. So if you situation where you're entering a relationship and you want to make sure that your assets are preserved for your own family, the most effective way to do that is to enter into a prenuptial or binding financial agreement. And if you would like advice about that, or you'd like us to assist you by drafting or advising about a binding financial agreement, please contact us at Page Provan, Family and Fertility Lawyers.